My hair is overprocessed. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Val. If you are new to my channel, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope your families are great. It's a brand new year, so let's get straight into this relaxer update. This one's a little different. It's a little heavier for me, I would say, emotion-wise. I know hair journeys can have a high and low. This one is more on a low side, or this update is more on the lower side, so to speak. Let me give you guys a quick little backstory. That way this relaxer update makes sense. So back in June 2024, the family and I, we went on a family vacation to Jamaica, and at the time I was about 6 weeks post relaxer. So for me, I get a lot of new growth at that time, and I'm like, I don't want to deal with new growth on my trip. I don't want to deal with my hair really at all, but at the same time, it's too soon for me to relax because I stretch my relaxers. So what other styles could I do? Because I didn't want to bring my wigs or anything like that on this trip. So I opted for cornrows. I had cornrows years ago, I want to say 2018 or so. And it didn't really do anything bad to my hair. I didn't have a setback from it. So I'm like, okay, let me opt for this style. The stylist was fighting with my new growth. I felt the breakage. I tried to dismiss it at the time and just saying, you know what, since I'm going the next day, I can't deal with it right now. I'll deal with it when I get back. And then once she got to the point of putting the ends in the hot water, I'm like, why did I sign up for this? Why? Why? Because in my mind, I'm like, that hot water is gonna scorch off my ends. When I took off those braids, you guys, no word of a lie, my ends were trash. Trash, complete trash. Throw it away and just be done with it. So come July, I got a trim. I could have taken off more, to be honest, but I'm like, you know what? I'll tackle it later on my next relaxer. So summertime hits, the kids are out of school, we're going to the beach, we're going to the pools, we're going camping, we're all over the place. We're never indoors when the kids are home from school. It was a busy summer. And because it was a busy summer, I neglected my hair majority of that summer. Me sitting down and deep conditioning and moisturizing and sealing daily, deep conditioning weekly was just not a thing. And then being in the sun and being in chlorine, and it was just a combination of things that kind of ate away at my hair over time. So fast forward to September now, I did a nice trim and I got those horrible, dreadful ends taken care of. Then again, I still wasn't on my consistent regimen and just giving my hair what it really needed, and me neglecting it for the past 3 months, it was just not where it should have been. After my trim, obviously my hair was a lot shorter, and I'm so sorry for not really updating you guys and letting you know what's going on, but I'd rather, speak face to face and just really give you the full story of what took place, because there was a lot of events that led to that trim. Fast forward after September, November, I had to really sit down and understand what was going on with my hair, because I noticed that it was just very straight. And by straight, I mean while it was wet, it looked a lot straighter. The texture was missing from my hair. It felt just smoother. And I'm like, okay, what is causing this? I had to really sit back and assess and see, okay, is it a product that I'm using? Is it a new process that I'm doing? And I had to really try to understand what it was. And girl, it dawned on me. It hit me like a ton of bricks. My hair is overprocessed. I have been, for the past year and a bit, over smoothing with my relaxer and under neutralizing. I wanted to just kick myself over and over and over again. Doing this over time, because you're not going to see it with one relaxer, you're not going to see it with a second relaxer, you're going to see it over time. So it did take a good year plus for me to see this. When you're traumatized, when you're traumatized, and I laugh because what else can I do? When you're traumatized from being underprocessed more than once, just over and over and over again, you want to make sure that your hair is being relaxed properly. With this relaxer system, I've experienced that. I've experienced underprocessed hair, and that was partly why I switched back to ORS. But then when I realized, okay, I'm not doing it correctly, my relaxer results were better, but I'm like, you know what? Just to be on the safe side, let's smooth more. I was telling my sister this because she does the back of my hair. Let's smooth more and let me only neutralize 2 times with the neutralizing shampoo. And that's what it says on the normalizing shampoo. Anyway, it says neutralize for a max of 2 lathers or something of a sort. So I'm like, okay, maybe if I just follow these steps, I'll get the results that I want. So I've been doing that each relaxer day, and I'm just like, why does my hair look straighter? Why does it look like the texture is gone? And obviously you can't tell right now because my hair is straightened, but when it's wet, I notice it, and I'm like, okay, no, this is bad. And I kick myself thinking about it because I'm like, Val, you've been in this whole hair care regimen, whole hair care journey for years, okay? Years. How are you here? How are you here? How are you at this point? And I have no other explanations, you guys. I have no real concrete, I don't know. So really trying to make Affirm work in the sense that I don't want to be under processed. So let me over smooth, under neutralize so that it's straight, but it's like too bone straight. So I had to really sit down and think, and I'm like, okay, I have some Affirm left. Let me continue to use it. And this relaxer, this update that I'm going to give you guys, this is when I kind of changed things around a bit. So I went back to my old processes of the 5-5-10 rule. That's me. That's like my thing. And I swear by it. So I used Affirm. I use the mid-step, the positive link, and then I use the normalizing shampoo for 5 minutes, let it sit. Again, another 5 minutes, let it sit. And then again, another 10 minutes. Then I moved on to my Joico Moisture Recovery Balm, which you guys see right here. That's my baby. I love that stuff. It's amazing. So I used that to DC, and I steamed my hair the usual. That's like relaxer day. That's my process. That's my regimen. Everything looked good. My hair looked fine, and I ended up doing a trim, and I'll show you guys what my hair looks like. But I'm 3 weeks post relaxer now, and I'm noticing a lot of texture in the back because I told my sister, don't smooth that much, just comb a little bit. And usually I go kind of crazy in the front, like I'm just there smoothing away, like I'm not even really paying attention at times, and I'm just like over smoothing. So this time I really paid attention. I was aware of what I was doing, and I only smoothed for a maximum of 2 times. Everything went well in that sense, but now that I'm 3 weeks post relaxer, I'm feeling like a lot of waves in the back, a lot of texture. It's not a bad thing, but it's, again, back to what I remember when I first started using Affirm. And I know you guys can't really tell right now just by looking at my hair, but trust me, the way it feels different. It feels a lot straighter. I've been able to have my hair super slick in like buns and ponytails, and it's kind of hard to find that balance with Affirm. Like I've been playing around with it. I've been tweaking it and trying to figure out and adjust and make it work. Should I be doing all of that? Should I be tweaking it so much? And that's kind of where my head is at right now. And I just want to be honest and open with you guys. It's a little confusing, I know, because you guys have seen me go back and forth with the 2 relaxer systems, and I get it. And I told myself, if this relaxer day feels similar to the past with the same processes that I've always used, I'm gonna have to reevaluate this relaxer system for a bit. And I just feel like, okay, Val, stop trying to force something that may not work for you. And although you love the ingredients, you love that it's healthy hair care focused, it's not really giving you the results that you want. So I'm kind of making peace with that. I'm kicking myself. I'm emotional about it at times. So it's just a lot right now where my hair journey is concerned. So just trying to go back to the drawing board and figure out, okay, this is what works, this is what didn't work, and really focus on what makes sense for me and my hair care right now. So that's where I'm at. And right now my hair is air dried but flat ironed, and I cut it again. So I'm about bra strap-ish right now. I don't really care to have long hair at this point. I'm all about focusing on healthier hair. So I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. It is hair, it will grow back. I'm noticing like some really straight pieces, like straggly pieces in the front that I kind of want to like just get rid of, like this right here. Like what is that? What is this? Ugh, it feels soft. It does have some body still, but it's just not up to par for me. It's not doing it. I even have some super straight pieces in the front here. This all needs to just trim off. Like, it's just see-through. The trim schedule is going to be rigorous. I'm just letting you guys know from now. The main focus is the straight pieces in the front. You can't really tell the texture of my hair right now because it's not wet, but when it's wet, like, the hair just looks a lot straighter. I don't mind the length. The length doesn't bother me. I mean, because I know I can grow it back. It's just getting rid of the thinner pieces. That's the main thing for me. I'm gonna continue to trim off any straight pieces. So length retention right now for me is not the goal, is not the focus. My priority right now, you guys, is just to focus on trimming, maintaining my trims. With every single relaxer, I'm not gonna be stretching out my relaxer out far and wide. I just wanna relax every 10 to 12 weeks, 12 weeks max, ensure that I'm getting a trim on each relaxer day. I also want to focus on scalp health. Part of me is like, okay, if I can accelerate growth and trim off what needs to come off, like the straight ends, I can, you know, accelerate the whole process of eliminating the overprocessed hair and just get to a point where I can start, you know, focusing on retaining length. That is my focus right now. And obviously sticking to my regimen, being diligent on my routine, and just ensuring that my hair gets the nutrients and the nourishment that it needs. When your hair is overprocessed, it's fragile. It's going to be weak. It's going to break or be more prone to breakage. And I've been noticing that. So in order to combat that, we're gonna continue to trim. We're gonna focus on scalp health just to ensure that the new growth coming in is well nourished, it's taken care of, and I can accelerate this whole trimming process much faster. I'm gonna go back to my regimen, things that work and make sense to me. So sticking to my weekly deep conditions, shampooing, deep conditioning with heat, moisturizing and sealing daily. I'm gonna be doing daily at this point. Yeah, no every other day or whenever my hair needs it. No, we're doing daily. And my beloved S-Curl is back in my regimen, so I'm very, very happy about that. You guys, if you follow me on Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen this in my stories. S-Curl is back, you guys, and the ingredients have changed. They've removed the formaldehyde from this, so I'm really, really happy to bring this back in, and so far so good. I'm also going to focus on smoothing a lot less, well, only 2 times, because that's what I was doing back in the day. But with Affirm, I've been kind of over smoothing to kind of compensate for the possibility of being under processed. So yeah, I'm going back to what works. What works and what makes sense to me, and just being consistent with it. My goal right now, you guys, is healthy hair, health over length. Oh, I also want to include deep conditioning twice a week. I used to do this back in the day and my hair was like at its healthiest. And I want to say, because I'm over processed and I feel like my hair is a lot more fragile for some reason, I'm gonna go back to that. So yeah, guys, those are the ways that I plan on combating this whole over-processed situation that I'm going through. I'm trying to give myself grace because this is how hair journeys are. You know, sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad, and you just have to be able to assess it, see the areas that you can improve, and just go forward. And that's what I plan to do. I hope you guys enjoyed this update. Wasn't the best for me, but I gotta be honest and transparent with you guys. You guys are like my family, my hair sisters, so I definitely had to come here and share that with you guys. And it kind of sucks because you kind of just want to be in maintenance mode, but I've been in maintenance mode for years, like years. So it kind of gives me something to achieve and strive for. Let me know what your 2025 hair care goals are. I'd love to hear them and how you plan on achieving those goals. Also, let me know if you're down for like a healthy hair care reset of some sort. Maybe make it into like a challenge. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I know everyone's at a different place in their hair journey, but I'm basically on the road to recovery. Thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next video.